Tommaso, you are the CEO of Lamborghini brand. We would like to know more about Lamborghini brand ceramic tiles. We all know that Lamborghini is a car producer. Why did you choose ceramic tiles?
Okay, yes, I'm in charge for the tile project of Tonino Lamborghini. Tonino Lamborghini is the family that founded the Lamborghini car company. The father of Mr. Tonino Lamborghini founded and invented the Lamborghini car. And then the son created this company in order to promote the luxury on different items. So to step out of the car concept that is just a niche, but his idea is to have his name famous and promote everything that is luxury in different products. So Mr. Tonino Lamborghini is promoting food like vodka, energy drink, coffee, or luxury watches and furniture. And I'm in charge of the tile project. And there are so many fashion brands, so we decided that a technology brand was more appealing than lining it up another fashion brand of Italy that there are so many. And having the tile with the concept of technology, of color, of innovation is something that we feel very easy. So communicate the message of a luxury tile, very luxury, very colorful, very rich, with a lot of technology, is something that is very easy to relate with the brand Tonino Lamborghini.
Um, Gambarelli produces ceramic tiles of Lamborghini brand. Why did you choose, namely Gambarelli, this factory?
No, Gambarelli is my mother, so is my grandfather. All the family started the tile business in the 60s, and the history is very long. We decided that in order to promote a luxury brand of Tonino Lamborghini tile, was easier to step out from the Gambarelli concept that was a more massive production and big quantities and for large distribution customers. So we went through a rebranding concept, focusing on a niche market, on the luxury. So we thought that it was more appealing just to stay on the Tonino Lamborghini brand and just follow this market, not to be pressed about problem of selling daily production, but take care about this division that is only luxury and doesn't care about the quantity, but only care about service and design.
We associate Lamborghini brand with the luxury. How does it attract on ceramic tiles?
Okay. This is correct. So Lamborghini is luxury, and Mr. Tonino Lamborghini is trying to promote his name not only with cars, that is a separate division, but the Tonino Lamborghini wants to communicate the emphasis that the lifestyle of rich people is a message for the designers. So the rich people is not only ready to spend, but to spend in a good way. And the association of luxury product with quality is not immediate. So it's what he wants to do, to have a product that is expensive, but is quality together with design and together with history, because his family, of course, is very famous worldwide for creating innovation, and is very proud of his background, because the good of Tonino Lamborghini is that he's a family, he's a person. So there are a lot of designers, a lot of luxury brands, but it's not so frequent to have real people behind. And this is why he make emphasis on his name, Tonino Lamborghini. Lamborghini is the car company and is separate because it's a different distribution. He want to make emphasis on his name, on his family, that is Tonino Lamborghini, and he does follow personally. Everything is involving his name.
Okay, your collections are very different, very bright. Each collection is very special. So, what inspires you?
See, the research of the color is important. The recent technology in ceramics give almost to all the producer the risk to be very monochromatic, because there's a new technology that use a printing process like the computer, but the level of colors that you can print on the tile is very limited. So mostly they use gray color, beige color, and the basic product is not really aggressive in color. We want to be also, because this brand, to communicate that there's life behind the tile. It's not a tile for everybody. Of course, a very common tile is a beige tile, is a light gray tile, because it's a tile for everybody. If you make a house, you, like in America, people is buying the tile and the moquette, not what they like, but what is good for the market when they sell the house. We want people is buying what they really like, what they really feel, and of course our message is only of a small portion of people, because we need to be unique. It's not possible to do everything that other people is doing and we put the brand Tonino Lamborghini. This is not correct. The brand Tonino Lamborghini has to be recognizable also with the product.
So, which interior styles suits your collections most of all? Contemporary or modern classic?
But good question. I can say that we try to cover different styles. We don't have a very big collection because it's roughly 15 collection, but we try to cover all the segments of the market. So we have the very rich Baroque style, we have the very contemporary look, we have the small sizes, the big sizes, the product that is perfect for residential, the product that is good for the restaurant. So we try to cover all the styles and all the uses.
So, we saw a very interesting collection with such a wet effect. It's a 20 by 20, it looks like it's wet. Which technology did you apply?
Beh, everything is porcellanato, so the base tile is the best technology as possible, because it's a very durable tile, and then we use different application. We use the old way of making ceramic in some collection, we use the inkjet machine in other collection, and some are handmade with some dry application on the top, cold applications, so something like resins or handmade product. So some decors are even made artisanally with people that is physically painting the tile. That is something that is appearing, but again the taste of the unicity of the product is something that we want to keep. Yes.
Gray or
Yes.
but Lamborghini is not. It's also is always beautiful colors,
Yes.
interesting, beautiful, difficult colors. So, can you say what markets is like this tile?
Okay.
What markets? And it's for Lamborghini. It's principal to make anything else, anything in difficult, beautiful colors. So that's.
So what you see is because again the technology is changed in the last 5 years. You can print what you scan from the real materials. So the majority of the producer, they take a stone, they scan in high definition, and then they print on the tile, or they take a marble, or they take a concrete. So this is killing the innovation, because it's is a very good high definition copy of existing material. So the majority of the business, you have a wood look, you have a concrete, you have a stone, you have a marble. We want to be different. We want to make original tiles, invented by our R&D people. So the most of our materials are not a copy, is original creation of ceramic, and this is what the Tonino Lamborghini brands want to do, to make original tile for everybody. I mean for everywhere, not for everybody, but everywhere. So we have a small network of customers all over the world. We started first, of course, China, Far East and Middle East, and now we are starting to do good agreement in former Soviet Union countries like Ukraine and Russia as well, and we are stepping in to the United States as well. But of course our core business in the moment is Middle East, Far East, and some countries like Turkey, I mean, where luxury products are really easy to sell to the rich people.
So talking about Russia, about Russian clients, which collections do they like most of all?
But the Monte Carlo, that is the first one that we started with the red color, is a kind of interpretation of a wood look, but it's not a wood look with some red color that is very appealing. Is one of the best collection and is very classical. And a contemporary collection, very modern, is Le Mans, that is very shaped, very angled, in gray color with a three-dimensional look that is remembering the carbon fiber. What I have to say that Russian market, we just started because the economy in Russia was not easy, and for several reasons we feel that we are still in the beginning in this distribution of the Russian market. So we are gonna see.
Okay, so talking about the new collections, what would you like to mention especially? Among the new collections.
We have one new collection that we call Nürburgring. That is a very big size, is 120 by 120. Again, with some personality, so everybody is going into the big sizes, but with very soft look. Nürburgring is the best of the technology, because to make the giant size you need the best machinery, so it's 120 by 120, but has a lot of personality, so this is the floor of the booth this year. And then we have another collection that we call Estoril, so the names are from the rice tracks. That is a very shining wood look, but hand painted, so the shining tile is something that is disappearing because it's difficult to do. Everybody wants to make not expensive glaze, but when you use the very thick glaze, this is more expensive. So we want to go different, so these are the two best collections that we are introducing this year.
Okay, so what about trends and tendencies in ceramic tiles? What will be relevant in the nearest future and what will go away?
You have to make a difference what is coming from Italy and what is not. Of course, Italy 30 years ago was the 50% of the tile production in the world, and now is 4%. So Italy is making what is different. Of course, the massive market is still maybe a traditional wall tile, white with some decoration, or a 30 by 30 ceramic, not porcellanato, in a marble look. Italy is different. The trend in the market is going or to the big size, giant size. The thin tile is something that is coming very popular. Also the thick tile, 2 millimeters for exhaust, is becoming very popular. So Italy is covering the market where the tile was not used before, maybe in the countertop, maybe in the outside use like stone, maybe in the kitchen. So tile is gaining more space, competing with different material, and before was not possible. So this is the Italian trend, and not to fight anymore for the cheap housing market of 300 apartments. This is something that is disappearing from Italy because tile are very expensive to travel. So even if we are not competitive because Italian cost is expensive, but even if we are competitive, to move a tile from Italy to Australia is not convenient. So we need to do something different.
Do you have some big projects with your material? So do you collaborate with some big projects which take architects or designers?
Sì, beh, we still follow the Tonino Lamborghini concept. Tonino Lamborghini is also in the hotel business, so they have 6 hotels now in China, and they are building more and more with the famous Italian architects. Plus, they do the concept of the restaurant and the lounges all over the world, in Singapore, in China, in Korea. They make a restaurant or discotheques place where people is having fun with the Tonino Lamborghini brand. So now we are cooperating with them with this concept, using our products in their own concept. And they have also stores, for example, in Korea, where they sell the telephones, the golf accessories, the earwear, and so on. And they ask us to make a special tile for their own concept.
Okay. And the last question. You have several collections with imitation of the natural material, for example, the natural wood. We made a small research among the Russian designers, and we saw that some of them are not ready to work with this material because they think that natural material is better, and they say that imitation is such a safe the budget. What would you say for these designers?
No, I agree, and this is what we are doing. I told you before, also without your question, that our trend is not to imitate other materials, but to create our own creation. Of course, you need the fantasy, you need the interior designer, you need the people that has good skills, because copying now a wood is very easy. You take a scanner, you copy the wood, and you print after half an hour on a tile. It's very easy, but we need to go different. So I perfectly agree with your people.
At the end, I want to say for you that Lamborghini brand, Lamborghini tile, have a soul when we buy Lamborghini. It's really true, and this tile, it's anything enough by all ceramic tiles industry. So that's why I want to say you thank you for this
You're welcome.
for this trends. Thank you for these tiles.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for this interview, and I hope to see you in Russia very soon. Okay?
Okay.